Now to Larry Kudlow, host of Kudlow on Fox Business. Larry, inflation up 7%. That is the highest since 1982. What and who is to blame for all of this? Let's rewind the clock to January 3rd and get President Biden's take on it.
A handful of giant companies dominate the market, and too often they use their power to squeeze out smaller competitors and stifle new entrepreneurs, making our economy less dynamic, giving themselves free rein to raise prices, reduce options for consumers, or exploit workers.
So the president is saying, Larry, it's those greedy companies, those big companies that are responsible for inflation. What do you say?
I say it's utter nonsense. That's what the left-wingers always say. Blame business, you know. It's not true. The culprits here is too much federal spending, starting with the March bill, the $2 trillion bill, and then continuing, the Federal Reserve has enabled and coddled the federal spending with massive growth in the nation's money supply. Those are the principal causes. The pandemic stuff and the supply shortages are part of it, but frankly, only a small part of it. And here's the thing. You're seeing prices go up across the board. The diffusion of these price hikes, I mean, you look down at today's report. By the way, 7% over the last 12 months. 3 months, the near term, is 9.1%. So you're on the wrong trend, right? We're going up, not down. Yeah. But you look at every single thing here. Housing, shelter, clothing, automobiles, healthcare, education, commodity prices. This can only happen when there's too much money chasing too few goods. That is why Joe Manchin, from the very beginning, has argued the inflation from last winter's bill was bad enough. You don't want another $5 trillion. These kinds of numbers have killed the so-called Build Back Better bill. They have killed it. The bill is dead. We are saving America. We have killed the bill. They're also going to kill this filibuster, phony filibuster stuff on election reform, where Biden has insulted everybody on the other side of the aisle by talking about Jefferson Davis, the former head of the Confederacy. I mean, this is just nonsense. It's one mistake after another. They have to own it. Own it. Spending is the principal cause, financed by the Federal Reserve. And by the way, the Federal Reserve, I mean, Jay Powell's up there yesterday, and he's talking about climate change. Huh? This is not about climate change. This is about pouring new money into the economy, and he's going to have to stop it. And because these numbers are likely to get worse, not better this year, the Fed is going to have to be tougher. They're going to have to take the punch bowl away faster, and that's going to be difficult for the economy. I would say the second half of next year,
difficult for the market.
Next year, yes, going to be difficult for there may be, look, I like to be an optimist. All right, and the cavalry is coming in the midterm elections, so that's good. And we have killed this crazy bill. So I'm an optimist longer term. But, you know, when you have these big inflations are not solved by soft landings or a little bit here and a little bit there. There's going to be some pain in the process.
Larry, if the Fed was going to be tough, they'd have to actually acknowledge inflation. Remember the transitory thing? They retired that word. But the reason is they don't even look at the food and fuel prices. I know you kind of disagree with that. They pay attention to it. But they do look at the core prices, and they strip out the volatile prices that affect the everyday family. I mean, those price increases we just had on the screen, that is incredible. So if you go to the grocery store, and you can even find something on the shelf that you're looking for, the price has gone up double digits. But Larry, there is no worse feeling for your family when you go to the grocery store and those shelves are empty, and this is happening across the country. I don't know. Do you believe, to your point, the White House will own this?
No.
And acknowledge that this is actually happening?
No, they'd rather blame businesses. They'd rather blame large and small. There's no evidence, by the way. You know, they make these charges, and then they throw it up to the Justice Department or the Federal Trade Commission. There is no evidence of price fixing or price gouging. None. Zero. You know, ask them for specifics. They have no specifics. It's just a left-wing attack on businesses, which is part and parcel of Biden's so-called vision. But, Sandra, look at this. Look, food and energy is extremely important, right? Food and energy means gasoline and groceries. But so take that out. Go ahead, take that out. Last 3 months, you're up 6.7% at an annual rate.
Yeah.
Take all the, so it's silly to take it out. I agree with you about that. All I'm saying is, though, the government, the administration, and the Fed is not together. They don't own this. They don't have a game plan. The only way you're going to stop inflation of this kind is to stop government spending and stop money printing. This is real, simple, basic stuff. We've heard a little stuff, a little more aggressiveness from Jay Powell yesterday at the Federal Reserve, but you got all these House, Senate members talking about climate change in the Fed. Climate change is like 50 to 100-year trends. We're talking about what's going to happen in the next couple of months on groceries.
Yeah, and they still want to pass that Build Back Better plan as well if they get the chance. Larry, it's always great to see you. We'll see you this afternoon at 4, my friend.
It's dead. The bill is dead. Kill the bill. Save America.
All right. Thanks, Larry.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.